What's cracking lacking, y'all? This is Sam, and I started a YouTube channel called Built by Grace and GPT. You're probably wondering why I have GPT in the name by Grace. Fun fact, many of y'all been following my story on social media, and I kind of want to just tell you how it started. I'm currently writing a book, but that's for a later date this summer for release, so be looking out for that. But however, I built this YouTube page, and I'm going to show you how AI helped me lose over 105 pounds. It's how I built an AI assistant to help me lose weight. This is my heaviest right here. I was 694 pounds. When I tell y'all, I had recently went through a bad breakup, and I felt like in my condition, nobody would ever want me anymore. Nobody would ever care. Nobody would love me. And truth be told, I was at rock bottom. I wanted to end my life. I wanted to do all the things that you hear on TV or whatever. Like I wanted to just take myself out because I weigh so much. And I, I've been on this health journey. I started this journey back in 2023. I know you probably see on the TV shows My 600 Pound Life. I didn't have to watch the show because I was living it day in, day out, waking up, walking to the door winded, going downstairs winded because I was so heavy and I had an undiagnosed heart condition. So, with that being said, with tears in my eyes, I was like, either I'm gonna change or I'm going to die. It's one of gonna be one of those two things. And during that time, I feel like God gave me so much grace and mercy to keep me alive because when I went to my sleep doctor one time, she said, you stop breathing in your sleep, 40 something times. She said, I'm surprised it wouldn't be too much. It should be a lot heavier because you're so heavy. And I'm like, dang, lady, I just got here. I'm trying to get myself together. So, um, with all that being said, through God's grace and me learning this technology back in 2022, um, kind of like how I progressed over the years, I've been up to date on it. I have some credentials on it, but the biggest thing with AI or any chat GPT, any of these platforms specifically, is that you have to leverage what you're doing and have it. John Hope Bryan basically said that you need to learn something, find your passion, then add AI to that, wherever that may be. In this particular case, that I decided to add AI to my fitness level, my diet. Now, before I say this, I've consulted my dietitian, my doctors, anybody else, because a lot of people could be on the fence about this because you're just using the computer type of stuff in. But for me, it helped me like plan out meals, find the cheapest things, and help things that you need to do. But always consult a dietitian or professional, and then add that knowledge and keep going because there's too much misinformation out here about chat about these using this stuff in place of the actual professional. So I'm an advocate of going to professional and doing seeing what they tell you that's custom made for you, and then applying it and using ChatGPT. And this is me, a little bit smaller. I'm still big Sam. I'm still a little bit smaller. My goal weight is to be around 250, 240, and this is like back in November-ish. I mean, I need to make some more update pictures, but I'm smaller than this. But this is the most current one I had. In this picture, I was around 595 in this picture. So 105 pounds. Started at 694. That's my testimony. I'm sticking to it, and I'm gonna show y'all a real life case on how to do this. One moment. Let me switch this screen so I can show y'all. It's taking forever, but in the meantime, between time, this is something I've been working on with just the different things here, and it helps me. And this is helping me with my progress. So thank you for bearing with me. But I have created this AI assistant, this chatbot. Um, so this helps me with my Better Plate. It's called Better Plate GPT. I'm gonna leave a link in the description so you could test it. You're doing this because this helped me in my journey, and I'm also doing some more testing beta with these GPTs. So whether it be with your health, a business, like something that you want to reduce time with, I am doing an open beta test with this, and I'm only taking 5 people, not the beta test. And you tell me what you think, and I will make you one of these custom, you know, and we could talk pricing, but that's the goal, is to show you, social proof. This is me, like, on my health journey, versus this one of the tools that I use. And this Better GPT is basically a nutrition focused AI system that helps you build healthier meals based on your ingredients and dietary needs, especially lower sodium and heart friendly options. For me, I have a CHC, congestive heart failure, and I have high blood pressure, right? So automatically, when I go to the store, I know it's no processed food, no potato chips, no cookies, no cakes, and none of that stuff. I have to eat, I have to really eat real food and real ingredients, and no eating out. So that's the biggest thing, that it was really challenging at first because he was doing a pandemic. I was still, my mindset wasn't right. I was making excuses. But the biggest thing that I learned is that we gotta be transformed by the renewal of our mind through Christ Jesus and the Holy Spirit. That's in the biblical. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't expect the same results. Excuse me. Let's rephrase that. You can't expect different results doing the same thing. That's insanity. So if I continue to eat McDonald's and I continue to, eat bad foods, of course my weight's gonna shoot up. I'm gonna retain water, and I'm going to be in the hospital. Been down that road, don't want to go it again. But basically, this is stuff that helped me. But let's just start. Let's start chat. Let's start typing. So um, create. Well, I could do this right here. These are just conversation starters that I designed. I'm gonna do something that um this right here. Can we create our healthy on a budget, because everything's high. New inflation. So yeah. So it asked me. This is the prompt and this is the output. It says, I love to help you with that first type of ingredients you have. Let's just do sample. I have chicken, rice, mixed veggies, olive oil, and Mrs. Dash. See what it says? So it basically says one pan chicken breast, fries, olive oil, Mrs. Dash. And it gives you all the different stuff, and it tells me the portion size, and it tells me water with lemon. Follow that. That's a diet plan. That's like a lifestyle change, right? Um, and that's one thing I had to learn is, you know, I'm human. I dealt with food addiction and emotional addiction, but that doesn't stop me from being human. So um, I treat myself occasionally. So I'm not like, maybe I have some ice cream cone or something like that, but I'm back on the ground. I'm back on the ground. And I don't deprive myself, because studies show that if you just go super duper cold turkey, when you actually get stuff you want, you're going to overindulge, over binge eat, and then you feel guilty. And it's a recurring cycle with this. But yeah, but this is my first YouTube video. How this stuff helped me lose over 105 pounds, is using this stuff. I'm gonna leave my link to my description so you can play with it and subscribe to the channel. This is my first episode. I got putting more stuff in the chamber for y'all. But thank y'all for coming to my video, and y'all be safe out there in the streets, and God bless y'all.